Jump in.
There is a song called Barbie World. It's fantastic.
I was just dreaming.
Me too.
What were you dreaming about?
Barbies.
Barbies?
Yeah, like Barbie clothes and those little shoes.
I was dreaming about like Barbie cars and like cases.
Barbie
and,
vans.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
What are we
Whoa.
wearing?
Wait a second.
What is
Hey,
this?
we
We kind of look
like Barbie. Look.
We're going
Gotcha.
back to the 80s,
Yeah, look at us,
everyone.
people.
So all week we have been working on Barbie.
So we've kind of transformed ourselves.
We did. We
We've
transformed
been up to
into Barbie
here.
stuff.
Our families have been sitting on Barbie, looking
Yeah.
at Barbie.
Yeah, we're done with Barbie. We
Love
love Barbie, but yeah,
It's a lot of work.
we've done a lot of work. We've had videos all week,
Yeah.
and so I hope that you have a chance to have watched all of those. But we talk about how to sort Barbie stuff, the furniture,
How to style your clothes,
Yeah, how to
or Barbie's
style,
clothes.
how to list little pieces of shoes and other accessories.
How to date your Barbie.
Yes, that was a really good one,
How to
by the
date
way.
your
Be
Barbie.
sure and watch that
Oh,
one.
thank you.
So we are wrapping it up today, everyone.
Yay!
And we are just going to talk about some of the larger Barbie items. So I don't know if you're a reseller or not, but we are. And sometimes all those little pieces can just really be overwhelming. Like, how do you do all that? How do you handle all of that? Well, you don't always have to necessarily sell all those little pieces, but having something Barbie in your shop, if you have a vintage shop, is always a good idea because it helps your SEO, your search engine optimization. So people,
Big words.
I know it is. So people are searching Barbie all the time. They're searching
Barbie's very
vintage
searched.
Barbie furniture,
Mattel.
Barbie dream house.
Yeah.
So if you have something Barbie in your shop, whether it's eBay, Mercari, Etsy,
Yeah.
whatever, we have shops in Etsy, then they are going to be drawn to your shop. So you can sell bigger items, right?
Yeah. Not to have to deal with all the little outfits and shoes. All of that stuff is fun, but
Yeah,
it's a lot of work, you guys.
it is a lot of
A
work.
pile of clothes looks great as a pile, but when you start digging through,
Yeah.
but Angela has done a great job with photos. So you guys got to check out her shop because she's like the photographer expertise.
Oh, thank you.
What's the word? What's
Thank
that
you.
word when you're like the cream of the crop?
Extraordinaire.
There you go. Photographer extraordinaire.
Thank you. Yes, we will have some pictures at the end of the video of the things that we have listed. Some of the things have actually already sold, though.
So, yeah.
Some of the cute outfits that we've listed. So we're just going to start in and talk about some of the other Barbie items that we have, and you might keep a lookout for these. The first thing is this vase, and how cool is
I love
she?
the colors.
Yes, so these flowers I just put in here. So she comes like this, and we have a little midge face, right? One of the original Barbies. And she has this little graduation cap and gown and tassel. And this actually I got at an antique store, but she's only from 1994, so she's still vintage.
She is, but she looks older than that to me.
Because it's the midge face, yes. But this was Mattel, and it was made by Enesco. Some of you might be familiar with the Enesco brand, but
that's pretty cool.
Super cute. So what I did was I listed her on Etsy, and I did add some flowers. I added a couple of succulents to the top just to give you an idea of what that might look like. So she would be tricky to ship, however, right? So some people are afraid to ship fragile things. Sometimes we will say, I'm not going to buy that, I'm not going to get that because that is...
It's just too much work.
Yeah.
And too much of a risk, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. Definitely always insure your items when you ship them.
Especially breakable.
With Etsy, if it's priority mail, then it's up to $100. If it's something that you ship that's over $100, definitely add more to that. But what you would want to do if you want to ship something that's fragile is you want at least a couple of inches on all sides, and pack that with packing peanuts, air pillows, wrap it with bubble wrap at least 4 or 5 times.
You don't want the rough edges, right? They
Yeah,
say
you
you
don't
shouldn't
wanna
hear them when you bang it on a hard surface, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't hear any clanging or anything, because then obviously the hard surface is protected, right? Because it would make a noise.
Right, yeah, so you always want to kind of feel around, make sure you don't
edges.
feel anything hard when you're shipping it. So
So
this was
cute.
just a fun little odd, different item though. So you want to talk about your cases there?
Cases, right, guys? So Angela and I have, I think between the two of us, we have like 4 or 5 cases today to show you. We can just kind of, I have a few more, I think, probably somewhere in my no and yes. You're saying, but you went through all your Barbie bins. Well, Barbie bins, but I think I do have one other case. I couldn't find it. So someday it'll show up. But we look for cases too, right? When we're out in the, because there's so many. I mean, they're endless, and they're usually always pink, white. This one's red.
Yeah.
This one is yellow, but she'll tell you a little bit about that one. But this, you guys, is, look, it's the Barbie and Midge. So this goes back to, it actually has a date here of 1963.
Wow.
So this is an oldie, you guys, and it's in really, really good. I got this, wait till you see the inside.
Wow.
I got this at an estate sale. But look at the inside.
That's incredible.
Look at how cool it kind of smells. It kind of has that old smell, but it's clean, right? I mean, it's a little brittle, like you can see some of the plastic is kind of starting to, but look at the drawers. Look at that door still on.
Wow.
And then I can't, but I think it has, right, hanger racks.
Yeah, the racks.
And then look at these, you guys. There's little, there's little pockets that you can put shoes or accessories. But I just love the graphics, aren't they? So this one is a big one. This is I would say bigger than most, right? This is a good size.
Do you have any idea how much you paid for that, or
$5.99.
and
$6.
Do you have any idea how much?
So I know that the ones that I've seen, the comps are anywhere from 80 to like 125.
Oh wow.
So in that range, just because it's in such good shape, there's no rips or, I mean, and it still has all its inside pieces. So because of that, it makes it a little more valuable. There's a few little minor, but that's normal, I think, with age. So yeah, so 80 to 125, $6. That's not a bad profit.
Not a bad.
That's why we kind of do what we do. We can't give all our secrets away, but that's a great, right? So Angela will show you one of hers.
Yeah, speaking of really good deals, I got this case for $1.
Well, that's a really good deal.
And this one
I love those. That's more art. That looks like, is that the 80s?
Yeah, this is 88.
Yeah,
here.
that's pretty cool.
And it kind of has this little toggle opening.
Oh yeah, that's what I remember. The hot pink. See, like us, right? Barbie's hot pink and pink.
It doesn't have the hanger hooks or anything.
This looks like it opens. Look.
Oh,
It has a hanger
it does
thing,
on
because
this
mine
side.
did. That's what I was looking for. See, that's ours had a thing that kept our clothes, and we hung them on hangers on here.
Perfect.
That's
Very
pretty
nice.
cool.
So,
That adds to
this
the...
was 88.
That's cool.
And this one, this one is 68.
Oh wow, so 20, so you guys, 20 years. So look at the graphics, right?
Yeah.
20 years, 68, 88.
And this is Mattel. It says the world of Barbie doll trunk for Barbie and her friends.
I love the graphics.
Mattel, yeah, 1968.
So 63, 68, right? 88.
Well, this has the metal hanger racks, and I do have a lot of hangers. Do you have any?
I do, and I think I talked about them in the video that I did yesterday, my last video. I had found 3 bags of hangers. So, and then this, you guys, is the 80s.
Yeah.
We saw it kind of in the 80s, but I don't have an exact year. We didn't find, but isn't it kind of cool? It's
That's
what's
really
the word?
cool.
It's like a plastic embossed
yeah,
or
embossed.
a mold kind of, and it does have a little There's a little crack here and up there because, you know, this, I'm not so sure
It's
that's
pretty
the
thin
best.
plastic.
Yeah, and it gets brittle. I think that's the word I was looking for, brittle. I'll show you, the inside. So it's just basic.
Oh, there's a shoe in there. And,
Oh.
and a hair tie.
Hey, ew, I don't know about a hair tie. Sorry. But look, it's a little shoe, just one. But this has a hanger rack. So yeah.
Fun. So this one, this is not Barbie. This actually precedes Barbie, and it is from the Minor brand. And I actually have a white case. I should have brought that one in here too.
Oh, yeah, her white one's got cute
But I have a
graphics.
white Minor case.
You could insert a
too.
picture
Yeah,
so we can
will
see
insert a picture.
it. Yeah, show them your white one.
So this one, it does have a metal hanger rack right here too. So this one I could not find anywhere online.
Yeah, no,
I did a Google image search for it, nothing. I typed in yellow fashion doll case, several different things.
I haven't seen the yellow one. I've seen a blue one and a white one, but not a yellow one.
Yeah, and the handle unfortunately has broken off, but this is probably early 60s.
Oh yeah, that's what I would say. Wouldn't that be cool in a display?
I mean, 60 years old, right?
Like up on a shelf. I just love, I'm so into the graphics. I think
Right.
the graphic is,
Right.
alone is,
Absolutely.
that's pretty cool.
So how do we ship these things?
Yes.
Right? So some people from certain areas or sellers may just wrap some bubble wrap around this and pop it in the mail.
Yes.
She had a bad experience recently.
Yeah, you have to really protect. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, but these boxes need to go in boxes.
Yeah, you can't just do it like this.
Yeah, and you know, if this is in a box, maybe a couple layers of bubble
It should
wrap
be good.
around it. Yeah, and it should be pretty good. But Melissa has a very special item to talk about.
I don't know a whole lot about it, but so guys, check this out. So this came from the Goodwill. So first of all, this is Barbie's disco van. I could only find one other comp, and it didn't even have a price because it's sold on Etsy and they don't show you.
Right.
But I saw what it was called. It's Barbie's disco van, and it's barely vintage. So it's 99, 2000. So it made it on the 20-year, just made it. But
Right.
it's vintage, right? Because 20 years. So, but look at you guys. It's a party van, like a disco van. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Let's turn it. So you got the dance floor here, right? Look, you got your disco ball and like your where your DJ can remix the. I don't know, these revolve. I'm not sure this goes to. I don't know what that is. But I don't know if they stand there or.
Huh.
Hey, a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a free hairdryer. Hey, we
I
want
don't
to
think
blow your.
I don't think that they needed a hair dryer in here for any reason.
No, and then these pull out. There's some little. And then this is the upper dance floor, you guys. So you have the party deck up high, and you have the dance floor down low, and then you've got your cab and all your little accessories. But you guys, then it pulls down back here, and it's like sinks with like faucets or something. So I don't like. I guess because it's an RV too. So to me, it does not look like to you guys like little faucets and mirrors. Oh, it's like a. I don't know. It looks like mirrors and sinks.
Well, if you're partying at the
You
disco,
gotta go make sure
have
you
to go
look
crimp up
good.
a little bit.
Right? And then under here, I don't know, it's like Barbie's clothes, like your wardrobe, and then I don't really know. I think this is what holds the shelf.
Oh,
But
yeah.
see the graphic, it's got clothes, and then it's got these little, and then they just fold up. And close like that.
That was pretty sweet.
So I have no idea, you guys. I don't have comps.
Well,
I mean,
so if
Just-
you were to sell this, yeah, you could just guess. Yeah, you don't have any idea.
I know the old campers and RVs, right?
Yeah.
They're really old. Like Angela has some pretty cool furniture, right? Don't,
Yeah.
not furniture, accessories
Right.
that goes to the RV. And if you had that RV, right, with
Yeah.
all of that, you're talking 150. I mean, it can get.
Right.
This is just, and I'm sure there's pieces that are missing, but it's the fact that there's none out there, and it's big, right? It's pretty big. Do I want to ship this? Is what you're thinking? Well,
It's pretty heavy.
I mean, I'm gonna have to really weigh it well, right? And I'm gonna have to make sure I have.
So you could
Have the
ship
box.
this And we have the buyers pay the shipping because it got too complicated when we were trying to do free shipping over $35 or something. Because when people would buy multiple things, that threw the shipping off, and so it got a little tricky. Yeah. So we switched to having the buyers pay the shipping, and then we just don't charge as much for the item
up front.
Yeah, up front. But yeah, you could ship this, or there's also some other online options where people can buy things locally.
So I could do that, through a marketplace or something like that, and have, and where you do the meetups or you a porch pickup or something, right? And then they just pay you on their honor, right?
Yeah, and then we always recommend being online here that you definitely meet in a public place, and we always take our husbands with us or somebody else. So make sure that you're safe. And actually, some police stations have
I've heard that
areas where you can go.
Or fire stations. I've heard that just right up front because it's the best place to be.
Right.
So I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking, when you look at something like this, right, and being that it's 20 years old, vintage, right? And there's not many out there.
Yeah, if you couldn't find any, I mean, I would start at 90.
I was thinking right under 100.
Yeah.
80 to 100.
Yeah.
Because, right? And I paid, $6.
If you can't find them online, that means you can charge more.
There you go. Well, no, it's kind of, then it's a...
Well, same with that Barbie vase. There was only one that I could find online, and it was $75. So guess what I listed mine for?
That's all you can do.
$75, right?
I think the rarer, the harder to find, the more your bottom line. Hey, it rhymed. Sorry, I'm not a poet.
Wow, we're doing
my hair is making me,
and we're doing poems. we're really going back to our high school days.
I don't know if I was poet laureate in high school. That's okay.
I know, me too. So, is there anything else we should talk about?
Oh, you had something else.
Oh, yes.
She has something from the 70s, because we haven't hit the 70s. We just talked about the 60s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Okay, so 70s. I have this paper doll case.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So cool.
And she has
the graphics.
Here's the doll. There's no creases in her or anything.
That's crazy.
And
she's like in pristine.
And then here's her little stand.
She even has her stand.
I mean, the stands get lost probably the quickest,
I don't
right?
think the stands stay.
So let's see. She'll stay right
yeah.
there. And then, now the cover of this isn't necessarily in the best condition, but guess what? It has all of the pieces in here.
So nothing's been cut?
Nothing has been cut.
Is it punched or is it punch out?
Punch out, yeah. Wow. You don't even have to cut it out.
Yeah, some of the older ones, like we had a Raggedy Ann where my mom had to cut it. And oh my goodness. She cut it because having a 5 or 6 year old cut out there, these are nice that they punch.
But aren't those fabulous?
Look at the clothes. Just look at the outfits.
I know. So, did you ever play with fashion plates?
Oh my gosh.
We had a Barbie fashion plate.
Oh, see, I didn't have the Barbie one, but wasn't there just a generic one too?
Yeah.
Like the good old fashioned plates with pink and khaki, and you rubbed your crayon or pencil. I think that's another 80s.
Yeah.
It's definitely an 80s toy.
That was sort of a paper doll-ish.
It was.
So if you have had any of these items and have more information about them, please leave it in the comments. Yeah. Or we'd also love to hear which one of these items is your favorite.
Or what did you have that you loved when you played with your Barbie dolls?
Exactly.
Enlighten us. We don't know it all. We don't claim to know it all. We just do the best we can, but we love to hear your stories.
And we love to share tips. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear those too. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you can get notified when we do put new videos up. And my shop is ourretroreflections.etsy.com.
And mine is onevintagejunkie.etsy.com.
So we'd love for you to check out what we have.
We have lots of goodies.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
From these two 80s girls. Bye.
Bye.